If a movie came out in October, you could say it's an autumn film. If a movie came out in March, you could say it's a spring film. If a movie came out in December, you could say it's a winter film. And if a movie came out in July, you could say... Despite being an editor and not a filmmaker, this movie feels oddly personal. On the surface, it seems to approach filmmaking in a way that only kids can. Childlike wonder and creativity, the constant looking up to and collecting inspiration from personal heroes, the giddiness that comes with gathering a crew like it's a playdate with an itinerary. However, and you're not going to believe this, kids didn't make this movie. I'm reminded of my friends and classmates from university, and the connections I've made since then, and their passion for movies not just as a project to be completed, but as a work of art for them to breathe life into. And I realized this isn't about filmmaking as kids. It's about filmmaking with love, doing what you love for no reason other than that you love it. At the very core of creation, there's love. Love for the topic you want to talk about, for educating others, even for engagement and wealth. Taking the time to create your own personalized space that lets others interact with your ideas, values, and interests is really just a profession of love for said ideas, values, and interests. Even in AI-generated data goop, there's still a little bit of love embedded deep in its roots. Maybe it's a tech bro who loves Elon Musk a little too much, but it's still love, I guess. It's a Summer Film is the perfect example of love fueling creation. It's about loving not only the act of creating in a certain field, but the context and community surrounding it. In this case, the field is filmmaking. Whether you view filmmaking as critically as Barefoot or as carefree as Kyrene, no perspective is more important than another. Loving film is about loving the collective. Film is the combination of a million different things that might not even feel related to the end result. And Barefoot's realization of this makes her so endearing to me. Expanding her already insightful approach to filmmaking from beyond just samurai movies to the medium as a whole is the type of growth that would eventually lead to her becoming the master that Rintaro would come to idolize in the future. By deepening her love, she refines her craft. The idea of using movies to connect the past to the present and wanting to create something that will connect to the future is such an epic thought, and I know these are fictional characters, but there are still real human minds behind that sentiment. Barefoot, likely like the cast and crew behind this movie, wanted her stories to live on not for the sake of having a legacy, but simply to connect. If at the end she truly only cared about the end result, she wouldn't have interrupted the screening, leaving the film incomplete forever. She wouldn't have taken the time to not only speak her truth, but to also involve the community in her story. Turns out all it takes to bridge the gaps between past, present, and future is professing your love for someone, or something, or someplace. This movie's great. It's fun, silly, cute, heartwarming. I could put this on in any state of mind and have no problem laying back and basking in it. It's full of contagious joy and enthusiasm that makes you want to make more shit. And here I am, actually reading a script over 2 years after my last video, talking about a movie I watched back in July. Not because I have to, but because I love it.